Movie Manny is back with 3 new movie reviews in one video. This type of thing has been done a bunch of times on YouTube, but never opens like this. First, this movie is about aquatic researchers drilling a hole in the Mariana Trench, which then gets attacked by sea creatures.
Something following us.
Will these survivors, played by Kristen Stewart and TJ Miller, escape? This is basically Aliens Underwater. This movie is called Underwater. Second movie, a true story about 3 women in Fox News trying to take down their sexually harassed boss.
But I need to know that you're loyal. I need you to find a way to prove it.
Will these ladies stand up for other women or be taken down by their chauvinist pig boss? Charlize Theron, Margot Robbie, Nicole Kidman, with John Lithgow and Kate McKinnon in Bombshell. Last, 2 best friends try to start a makeup company, but fails at it. They try to get help, but by the wrong person. That person is the queen of MILFs and Krugers herself, Selma Hayek.
You don't have to worry your pretty little head.
My head is not little. It's just that my breasts are humongous.
Is Tiffany Haddish's and Rose Byrne's friendship and business in jeopardy?
You won't give up our company back.
You'll know in Like a Boss. 3 movie reviews, 1 reviewer. This video will be nuts. Movie Manny Reviews, Underwater, Bombshell, and Like a Boss. Only on this YouTube channel. Sponsored by Can Coochie. See it right now.
Sheesh, that took a long time to edit.
Lights, camera, action.
Hey everyone, Movie Manny here, and welcome to another Movie Manny Reviews. And yes, this is a triple review. Today I'll be talking about Underwater, Bombshell, and Like a Boss. Man, January movies, am I right? Well, I might as well get to them. Starting my movie review off day. Doggone it! Can I just get on with it? All right, I'm gonna make these quick because these movies have been out for a very long time, and a lot of people already talked about them. So I'm gonna be talking about them right now. So I might as well just get to it and take some shortcuts. Anyway, first off, Underwater. Underwater is about a group of aquatic explorers, or like people trying to drill through the Mariana Trench. They all of a sudden their drill gets destroyed. A few survivors, played by Kristen Stewart and TJ Miller and a bunch of other people. They get stuck in their drill and they have to figure out a way to get out. While that is happening, some weird aquatic monsters start popping out and try to attack all survivors. So we're all thinking the same thing. This is basically Aliens Underwater. Yes, it is, and that's ironic because Aliens is owned by 20th Century Fox, and this movie is 20th Century Fox. And fun fact, this idea and the whole filmmaking, this whole filming thing came out 3 years ago. Yeah, they were like already done with the whole shoots. They were already done with everything. It's just they didn't like have time to like bring it out. Yeah, look it up. This was already made 3 years ago. This was during the time of the whole Disney Fox fight, if you all remember from my review of like New Mutants. Well, actually my movie I talk about of New Mutants, but that's besides the point. Despite this movie having basically the same plot as Aliens, how's the like effects of these creatures? Well, they do look like generic underwater sea creatures. That's all I have to say. They do look generic. The way that they design, well, they could have been cool if I don't know, if you see them, because half the time they were just in the dark, staying in the shadows, and when you do get to see them, they kind of look like humanoid looking creatures with big buggy eyes. There's this one big one up towards the end. I know I'm spoiling it, but again, this movie's been out for a while, so I'm gonna spoil it. Yeah, so there's like a big one that nearly looks like Cthulhu. Bringing up the Cthulhu thing again. Yeah, this big thing that looks like Cthulhu was. And there's like some type of mythological thing about it from the very beginning of the movie, and I guess that was like foreshadowing of what this creature was going to be. Again, the design of the monsters, they look a tiny bit cliche, and of course they're like stay in the shadows, stay in the dark, because our CGI is complete bullshit. There were some moments of the movie that was a tiny bit heart pounding, but just didn't stick it. And the acting in this movie, Kristen Stewart really wanted to show people that she can act without getting involved with a vampire. She really wanted to show the world that she can be other than some vampire's booty call. She could be more than that, and it kind of shows. Even though she's basically a short-haired Ripley, T.J. Miller, again, he's basically the guy who just gives basically the comedy relief. Yeah, just basically the comedy relief. So. Yeah, he was going to die soon. Sucks though, because he was the most entertaining thing in the whole movie. Yeah, no, seriously, he was the most entertaining in the whole movie for me. Bad jokes attended. The other casts, they were also all right. There's this one part of the movie where there was a black guy. Yes, a black guy gets killed off first in the first act of the movie. I haven't seen that in a while. No, seriously, ever since Jordan Peele became a horror movie director, fewer black actors get killed off in their movies. So in some ways it's like, welcome back, we miss you, cliche trope. All right, where should I rate Underwater? I would rate it as a 7, more like a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, 6.5 out of 10. The acting okay. The creatures the creatures design look bullshit, but okay. The story is okay. Everything about it was just okay. I really wish they did something a tiny bit better. But still, 6.5. It was just okay. Next up, Bombshell. It was about Gretchen Carlson trying to take down the Fox News boss, Roger Ailes, trying to do a lawsuit because of his sexual harassment of female workers in Fox. With the help of Megyn Kelly, it's a war between females in Fox News and their big boss. First of all, I'm not much of a political type of guy. I don't really watch news, especially Fox News. I know they have this reputation, this reputation of being a bunch of like jackasses. I know of that, but again, I wasn't really a target audience for this, but I don't know. The trailer looked interesting. The story looked interesting. I wanted to like get out of my comfort zone and just watch this. Again, I'm not a political man. Please, no one put in their political views of whatever they have to say. Like this movie's complete bullshit, women and all that. I'm not that type of person. I'm just giving out a review of a guy who just watched a movie and what he thought about it. Okay. Okay. Are we all cool? All right. The acting in this movie is so believable. Seriously. Margot Robbie, Charlize Theron, Nicole Kidman, John Lithgow. They were so into their characters. It was so believable. Parts where John Lithgow's character, Roger Ailes, was being like a total pervert into Margot Robbie's character, him trying to like inspect her body, making her like pull up her skirt, and I actually believed in her eyes that in some ways she was getting eye molested, eye raped in some ways. Oh, I should not have said that. I just like getting all looked at each other. Eye raped. She was getting eye raped. Everyone's acting was believable. Everyone's emotions was like spot on. There was this scene where Margot Robbie's character was talking to one of her co-workers on the phone on her date, and when she admitted that Ailes was like being a pervert around her, she was like bawling in tears, and I felt sorry. I felt sorry for her. The emotions from everyone's eyes was like, wow. And the events of Megyn Kelly and Donald Trump, they happened in this film, and even though it was pretty obvious that they just like edited like Charlize Theron into this, it was noticeable, but again, spot on events, especially all the jokes that they said that Trump isn't going to be president. Woo! Again, I'm not making this political, people. I'm just trying to do a movie review. Bombshell. I would give Bombshell 8 out of 10. This movie was great. There were some scenes that I felt despised. There was some editing stuff that was noticeable and a little bit lazy, but still, I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the characters. Everyone was believable with their characters. I loved it. Loved it. I give it an 8 out of 10. Last review. It's Like a Boss. Like a Boss is about two best friends, Mia and Mel, played by Rose Byrne and Tiffany Haddish, trying to run their own beauty business, but realize that they need more money to keep them from, closing their business. So they try to get some help from a beauty business lady who is like more professional on doing so, who is played by Salma Hayek. But little did they know, Salma Hayek wanted their products, and and the girls tried to stop her before ruining their business and possibly ruining their friendship. First of all, it was a bland comedy movie. I'm sorry, kind of bland. And I didn't really like laugh that much. There were times where they got me, but they just didn't like land or stick very well. So the comedy, the jokes didn't go so well, And some of the best parts sadly came out in the trailer. Like this one scene where Tiffany Haddish ate these ghost peppers and like saying how much it burns, and she drinks milk and she kind of upchucks it out because it was goat's milk. That was the only scene that was funny in the trailer. And yes, it was funny in the movie theater, but still, it was the only thing that made me laugh. Now the acting in this film, it's still good. I actually believe that Tiffany Haddish's character and Rose Byrne's character, being like best friends since forever, it was most definitely believable. They, being like a bunch of like business ladies and also trying to be roommates, and them fighting over the business. Who one doesn't want to be like that, all that big. One that does want to be that big. It's actually believable, because there are businesses where best friends have to like figure out who has to do who and who has to do what. I like their chemistry. I like both their chemistry. And Salma Hayek, again, she kind of had like a bland role, but trying to be a high top fashionista. Yeah, she had to work what she had to work with what she's got. That and deep cleavage. I'll let her ruin my business any day. Thank you. So, Like a Boss. Where do I rate this? Yeah, I'm sorry. Most definitely 6. Movie's alright. It should have been. It should have been funnier, and it should have been, I don't know, a tiny bit better. Like the acting though. It's still very bland comedy. Very bland. It was just okay. Whew. Finally got this huge 3 review done in a link of time. Jeez, January movies. Thank God. Thank God I don't have to review another one. Unless there is like another review that I would rather do. What should I do? Doolittle. Maybe, because the trailer did look interesting. Yeah, I'll do Doolittle. I have a feeling nothing bad comes out of that. Right? 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 Alright, that's it for my review. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family I exist, and when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified of future videos that I have in store. I'm Movie Manny, and I'm signing out. Seriously, it did. Is Doolittle alright?